So how can people get prepared before meeting me? You know, what's really normal is that a lot of people get really nervous thinking, boy, when they invite a real estate agent over, everything has to be perfect. And that's absolutely not the truth. When I say perfect, I mean perfectly tidy, no paint chips or anything like a mess. And really what I always say to people is, no, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, I live a busy life. I've got kids. I know how things can be chaotic. At the beginning, it's just about developing a plan, like, where are we now? Where do we want to go? And your house doesn't have to be perfect. Don't think about it that way, because the front end is just planning. So what people can do to be ready for something like that, there's a document that most people don't look at. It normally just gets put into their file. Most people have a file in their house. One thing that we look for is something called a real property report. It's a land survey. It's worth over $1,000 so it's always great if you can find it. It sure helps me out. So if you have your land survey, your real property report, that really helps. Number two, if you have any banking information, like how much your mortgage is or if it's paid off, whichever the scenario, it's always good to understand where you are with that. The next thing is, if you've made any improvements to the property, like big improvements, it's always good if you have record of the permits. And if you don't have permits, that's okay, we can get through it, we'll figure it out. So if we have the land survey, if we have the banking documents, and if we have any permits, that's usually where I like to start with those technicalities.